And now we return to this sordid tale of grief and misery as our channel Chris graphically describes Nana of the Ice Climbers fame, her vomiting. It's just lovely. While they're inside the mouth of a fucking disgusting behemoth of death and destruction. Outside the Primid Bulblax's mouth. Okay. The voice of the pink ice climber rang inside the mouth. The Primid Bulblax felt a disgusting taste in his tongue, and his eyes widened a lot. Then he needed the sudden urge to spit. He did, and everyone, still covered in saliva, fuck this, went out from his mouth, and they landed in the sand. Nana was feeling fine now after doing her business. And the Primid Bulblax fell to the ground, dizzy. The red Pikmins were still living, and they quickly jumped to his face and started to smack him down. Motherfucker ingested like 50 of those things, didn't he? Hello. The Pikmin. There were tons of them. He had Olimar had a whole army going. How did he manage to take them all in, and how do they all survive coming out? They quickly jumped to his face and started to smack him down. "Look, he is receiving damage now," Pitt said, after removing some disgusting water from their bodies. Saliva isn't water. From their bodies, they ran again the Primid Bulblax, and this time their attacks were working. "Don't stop! We're so close to beat him!" Pichu said, casting thunders from the sky. Fucking spammer. After 3 minutes, the Primid Blublax, apparently, regained his consciousness. Does he not proofread this? Like, I understand, you know, the occasional spelling mistake, because it is his... I understand English was or Channel Chris's second language, but holy fucking shit. Blublax. This is ridiculous. Alright. Regained his consciousness, and he can spell fucking consciousness, and he stood up. This time, however, he was furious for tasting you-know-what from Nana. Her fucking... I don't know. Women don't produce semen. I was gonna make some kind of, you know, spit or swallow joke, but it wasn't very funny. And he stomped the ground in rage, and the whole red Pikmins died. Oh, R.I.P. Fortunately, the 11 Smashers survived his attack by rolling away, which was a bad idea because the sand got sticked to their backs due to the saliva. Well, I mean, that's a fairly small price to pay for survival, isn't it? It's a bad idea that they survived the attack because they got fucking sand on covering them. Oh no, woe is me. Guess I'm gonna have to go and kill myself now. Because the sand got sticked to their backs due to the saliva. Why didn't Mewtwo just teleport away? Olimar looked around for something to use, and he saw weird rocks with red trails around them. "I know what to do to defeat him," he said. "Me too. We just need Nana to puke inside his mouth again," Jigglypuff said, smiling, but she was punched by Nana's hammer. Hammers can't punch people. "No, I need to go for yellow Pikmins to carry those bombs from over there, and then they can throw the bombs at his mouth, and they will explode, making the Primid Bulblax to fall. Then we attack again, and then he will be defeated," Olimar said. "Or we can carry the bombs instead of the yellow Pikmins. Or better, Mewtwo can use his psychic powers to lift the bombs and then throw them at his mouth," Pitt said. "Actually, that is a better idea," Olimar said, rubbing his helmet. "Distract him," Mewtwo said as he floated away. The Primid Bulblax was now furious, and he ran slowly to the group. It was very easy to escape from him. They realized that their enemy was really easy to defeat and defend. Great fucking final boss. "The whips are coming for us," Pikachu said. The purple whips were going after them again. "Oh no, he already did that to us, but twice? Forget it," Roy say, taking out his sword. His sword was now engulfed in flames, and he released his flare blade, and it sliced 3 whips in a single blown. Why didn't you do that before? The Primid Bulblax felt the pain, and he roared.
"He's right. We don't want to enter his mouth again, right?"
Pikachu asked, and everyone nodded. A lot of whips were coming at them, and this time they were prepared. Lucario, change to your monk job. What? Change to your monk job? What the fuck? What is the monk job? When did he learn it? What does the monk job entail? Does he actually have to take up practice in a monastery? Fucking monk job? What is this shit? Okay. Lucario, change to your monk job and grab his whips, Chris ordered. Lucario nodded and he chose his monk job. He got the same clothes from before. Before fucking when? Before going to the Pikmin world? Before joining the Subspace Emissary's World's Conquest? Before going to the Smash Mansion? Before Sunrise? He got the same clothes from before, and he was able to grab the whips in time before they could make contact with his legs. After that, he pulled with all his force, and the whips abruptly got out from the Primid Bulblax, and he again roared in pain. "Blizzard!" the ice climbers shouted, and an icy wind came from their mouths, freezing the whips. Pichu and Pikachu jumped from behind, and they used their tails to shatter the whips. Jigglypuff used her pound attacks, and the whips shattered into pieces. Teamwork! 5 whips were coming at high speed to Pit. He stood there, and before the whips could even reach him... This is getting annoying now. I didn't realize it would say that word so many times. He used his Angel Ring attack, and the whips became stuck inside the blades. And Pit spun again his swords, and the whips were torn apart. There was only one whip left, and it was directed towards Chris and Olimar. However, Chris had a trick beneath his sleeve, literally. He took out a tiny knife, and somehow the knife sliced the last whip, and it fell to the sand. "Where did you get that knife, Chris?" Olimar asked, glancing at the dagger. "Before we came here, I took by accident the knife from the dinner," Chris said, putting away the knife in his sleeve. Ho-ho! That is a good one. Alright. He got the fucking... He did Chekhov's gun. Stand back! Mewtwo returned with a full arsenal of bomb rocks floating around him. Everyone backed away from the place, and the Primid Bulblax saw every bomb rock. Mewtwo twirled his left hand, and then he pointed his hand to the huge Bulborb. It's actually a Bulblax. The bomb rocks quickly floated and exploded in the face of the beast, and he fell again to the ground, unconscious. "Attack!" Roy commanded. The 11 Smashers took their opportunity, and they ran again and started to attack. The Primid Bulblax was being defeated, and finally, after a long minute of damaging his face and all his body, the Primid Bulblax roared in pain for the last time, and he fell in the front. The 11 Smashers ran from his huge body, and he crashed to the sand. After that, the crowd cheered for the Heros, and the screen panned out. Once again, it's a story. It's not a fucking movie, alright? Music stops. Good. "And he isn't living anymore," Lucario said, panting. Good fucking riddance.